Hi folks, Mike Wells, your World Explorer. Today we're going to explore grocery store purchased orchids that I placed out in the yard. Now, when we purchase these orchids, we get them from Publix, because Publix does these specials of buy one get one free. Just a little tip for you. I don't know about you, but a lot of folks, when the flowers die on their orchids, they pretty much just toss them. Some people like to hang them in their bathrooms, things like that, but I went ahead and started placing them on the trees. I'm also going to show you today how to do that, or how I do that anyway. So let's get started. Here are a few. They're in bloom right now. It's March the 23rd, 2022. There they are attached to a palm. This is a sable palm. It's got vines growing up. Figure the vines kind of give it a neat little tropical look. So now I want to add some flowers, and the orchids seem to do well with these. Here are some more. Now I've attached a string to them to give them additional support, because they kind of grow pretty long stalks. But you'll see that's where it's been attaching to the tree, to the oak. Here's another stalk of white orchids. You can kind of see what I've been doing to get them attached to the trees. There are some more attached to that tree over there. It fell down and now it's just resting. This was last year's orchids, and this year the stalk is just simply growing longer and producing more orchids off the same stalk. Pretty incredible. Here's another one over here that's just setting in place. Here are some more orchids I just placed into a clump of bromeliads, and they seem to be doing okay. They're kind of pretty, really pretty. Yeah, so you can place them all over in Florida Zone 9B. Alright, we'll start with placement. Where do you want to place it on this tree? Do you want to place it on the side? Do you want to place it on this side where it catches rain? Or do you want to place it on the underside where it stays dry most of the time? I'll be honest with you, I always look for the moss indicators. Anywhere this stuff can grow, the orchids could do well. So usually it's on the top side. Now if it's out in a full sun location, they probably won't do well. But if it's in an understory, like the oaks, hammocks, then they have a real strong shot at doing well. Alright, we'll go over what you're going to need. I have some burlap material here. It's biodegradable. Need some scissors. I use this long fibered sphagnum moss. You can buy that at Home Depot all day long. And I just use some real simple roof tack type nails. Not very big, but they have a very wide, fat, flat head. That's what's important. And I use a hammer. Don't really need that. So get yourself about 1.5 foot long piece of burlap, right? Cut it. And then when you place the top, you want to place the top ends closer together than the bottom, because you want the bottom to close out close to the tree. You want it tight, whereas you want the top to be open like an envelope, so you can stuff your sphagnum moss inside of that envelope. Let's go look at one that I just completed. Now, as you can see here, bottom spaced further away, right? The ends are spaced further away from each other than the two top ends. I made the envelope. I stuffed the envelope first with the orchid. You got to get the orchid and its roots in there. Then you place the sphagnum moss in there to tighten it up. And you can tell that it's on the side of the tree that's going to catch rain. I had it on this side, but it wasn't doing well. It wasn't catching rain. So now I have it on this side, and I expect it to do well. I'm going to go ahead and set these 3, and we'll go from there. Alright, I have my envelopes ready to get some orchids. And here's the other one over here. See that? It's tighter on the bottom, tighter to the tree. Now let's set the orchids. Now, these particular orchids have these support rods. Before I set my orchids, I snip the old stock, right? Then I pull out the support rod. That's it. You want just a bare plant like that. Then I just set the plant in there. I shook off a bunch of the detritus and the things that were already kind of attached to the orchid inside of the pot. Just kind of shook it off and stick it in there. Now I'm going to put my sphagnum moss right in. Alright, the sphagnum moss is right in there. All I did was I stuffed it, you know, both sides and a little in the front here. And folks, there you have it. That's all it takes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as that helps our channel out quite a bit. And stay tuned, because I got a lot more updates and a lot more things to teach and learn and show. Have a good day.